We got week number 2 of the conference tour promo in Cut 26, and I think it looks a lot better than week number 1. We're going to go through all of the new content and everything else going on right now in Cut 26. Let's jump on into it. Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back again with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. It's Tuesday, which means we got part 2, week 2 of the conference tour promo in Cut 26. Before we go over the new content, let's show you the content schedule for this week. Absolutely no surprises here, but we do got to talk about some things upcoming. So this week, pretty standard conference tour today. Tomorrow, Stars of the Week. Thursday, we got new Season 3 cards. Friday is the homecoming promo, the final drop to that, which is probably good news because that promo has been fairly underwhelming. And then Alumni follows that on Sunday with Volume 14. But because we are now going to be 3 weeks into the homecoming promo in 90 overall champions and 91 overall LTDs, I do expect a overall increase a week from today. And if I were you, I would start gearing up for that. Not only that, but we're getting kind of close to the potential Halloween rush. Now, it'll probably be kicking off the 31st, but we're going to see a big market crash. They could do it prior to Halloween. We'll just have to simply wait and see. But with the overall increase a week away from today, I would hold off on really making any type of big purchases or purchases in general. I mean, if there's positions that you desperately need to upgrade, go for it. But cards that are out right now and cards that are going to come out all week are likely going to be a lot cheaper a week from today and beyond. So there's a handful of different routes that you can take with this conference tour promo for free content. There's an online event, solo challenges. You definitely want to play through those because you're going to get players from this promo, and you need those in your lineup to complete some of the objectives and enter in to the online game mode. So you can currently get now 100 stars, which means you should have got 186 plus pack last week, and then you got another one today. B&D, of course, from this promo. It's not going to guarantee a brand new card, but if you get a card that came out today or this week, you're going to get, cards that could go towards your lineup restriction for entering the event there. And you also need 2 conference tour players in your lineup to knock out the weekly objectives, which are super vital to getting content within this promo. So if you go over to your Season 3 Field Pass and look for the Conference Tour tab all the way to the right, the Week 1 objectives are still there. So it looks like you can knock these out. They didn't expire. They're going to give you time. And I actually think that's a really good thing because I don't right now have like a lot of time to play this in the homecoming event and then ranked, which is probably the preferred game mode for me right now. So I didn't get a chance to play through the head-to-head mode, but because the week one objectives are still there, you now have week 2 objectives, but as long as you have 2+ players from this promo in your lineup, you can kind of double dip on some of these. Now, they're not exactly the same because you got passing yards here, rushing yards this week, but you can ultimately attack these all at once. And that also means if you kind of rush to play the 15 games last week, there's no problem with that, but you now are kind of allowed like an additional week to do this. And if this keeps up the trend, you can tackle a lot of this stuff later on down the road. Now, these objectives are very key because completing the objectives is going to give you an 86 plus B&D pack for the week. You got one for week 1 and week 2, but you also get a collectible that goes towards a free card down the road. With the new content, we have week 2 of the Conference Clash head-to-head game mode, and to enter this one, and I said it last week, I'll continue to say it, especially with a smaller conference, you need 20+ players from the All-American Conference just to enter this game mode. ACC, much bigger contest, much bigger conference, more, bigger schools, well-known schools, a wide array of cards. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for the average person to get 20 cards from this lineup. It shouldn't be overly expensive, but it's more so tedious and annoying. I feel like the lineup requirement should be about 10 players from the conference there. Once you do that, you can play through, and if you're able to get 15 wins in a week span, you're going to get, most importantly, the Conference Tour souvenir tokens. Now, if you collect enough of these, they're going to equal a free card. Prior to those souvenir collectible, you do get a bunch of 86 and 88 plus packs, which again can help you build up the lineups to get the 2+ players, but you really only need 2 packs there, and you can get those from solos alone. On the flip side, this could also lead to a lot of free training if you're quick selling these cards because they're just not good enough to be in your roster, and you can use that training on the reroll packs that are available for this promo and every other promo in the game. But really, this event is about keeping up every week and getting these souvenir collectibles. The problem here is that, is the reward worth the time? And for some of you, the answer is going to be yes. For me, it's no. So those collectibles that you want to get from the head-to-head game mode every week are going to go into this set for a free 93 overall Jordan Tyson. The problem is, when you actually do the math, you need 15 wins per week, and you need to do that 9 different times. That's a grand total of 135 online head-to-head wins to get a 93 overall. That by the time you get this card, is it really going to be that relevant of a card? I mean, we're looking at 7 more weeks from today before people can actually unlock that one. 93s will still be good. It's not going to be an unusable card, but not getting it, ahead of the overall curve and having to win so many games online, to me, doesn't feel like it's going to be worth the time. Now, there is also a 95 overall Ryan Williams, and if you're striving for this card, it's not necessarily going to be free, but it can be productive, a set that might be worth going after, and the fact that those objectives in the field pass didn't expire makes this a little bit easier to do over the long term. You don't have to knock everything out every single week, but to get this Ryan Williams later on down the road, you're going to need 11 total cards. Trey McDonald from last week, Sam Howard from this week go into the set. 9 other cards will join them, and when it's all said and done, you're going to put those 11 cards into the set. In return, you get all of them back, full value, non-BND, plus the 95 overall Ryan Williams card. To get those weekly cards like Trey McDonald and Sam Howard, you need to get the other hero level cards for the week, plus the collectible that's only going to be found in those weekly objectives. So again, a good reason for EA keeping that set or the objectives around is I never got the ACC collectible. Again, I probably won't even go after this, but if you're in the same boat as me, it's good to know that you can still go back and earn that. And these cards will probably get a little bit cheaper over time. So doing these on the week of could become expensive. Waiting a week or two later could actually save you a little bit of coin. But if you wait too long, I don't know if prices might eventually rise up. But overall, if you want the second card in the 11-piece set for Ryan Williams, you need to do your weekly objectives for week 2 and then acquire these 90 overalls. You put them into the set. In return, you get Sam Howard back, which you would want to hang on to for Ryan Williams. So with last week's drop, we got the ACC, and the 3 teams that were not featured in the entire promo were Florida State, Miami, and of course, my favorite team, Syracuse. Florida State and Miami are going to be all right. Again, Florida State got a card today, and I don't know how this is working. I don't know if that means next week, whatever featured conference, we're going to see an All-American player get the LTD like it's a week behind. We do have this Anthony Smith card at wide receiver, who is a member of the All-American Conference, and a very good card out of ECU. 6'3" receiver, 91 speed, 91 catching, short route running 89, mid 88, deep route running 86. Florida State gets their card this week. Miami has the homecoming promo all to themselves, so that just leaves Syracuse not getting anything as far as I can see. And oh yeah, I forgot about Duke. Duke didn't get a card, but they've gotten so many good cards this year, they'll be all right. As far as the 90 overalls here, we got Sam Howard, 88 speed, Sam linebacker, 82 zone, 85 finesse move, 88 power move, 90 tackle, 89 block shed. Looks like a solid, hybrid type of a card there. If his zone coverage is a little bit better, that would make him great. We have left tackle Kamar Missouri, 6'5", 91 pass block power, 90 strength, 90 awareness, 90 pass block, 85 run block. Overall, looks like a pretty good card. Evan Jackson is going to be a 5'11" free safety, only 89 speed. Not so good there. And our final champion, Nunu Campbell, 5'10", with 90 speed. So the card's kind of disappointing again. The LTDs look good though. Anthony Smith is solid. Derek Brooks, 91 speed, 88 zone, 85 man, 91 power move, 85 finesse, 92 block shed, 90 tackle. This is a Swiss Army knife if I've ever seen one. He can pretty much do it all. So the LTDs look great. The champions, not so much. And of course, there are going to be a bunch of lower overall cards here at the hero level, 88, at the elite level, 86. And that's basically what you can expect from this promo going forward, but we should see a jump to 92 LTDs, 91 overall champions on the week 3 drop. We close it out with pack offers. If you're chasing LTDs and want to spend money, go for it. Outside of that, I don't think any of these cards are going to be worth it, and the odds on LTDs have been severely diminished over the last month or two, so it's just really tough to consistently get them or get them a lot cheaper than they have been in the past. Your very best option is going to be booster packs, $5, basically get you, I think, 386 plus cards, $5 and 2 coins, of course, but it's going to be worth it if you're chasing after the brand new cards. And if you do have training, you can go this route as well. This would be, you know, a good option to open up if you're chasing after the Ryan Williams, because you're guaranteed 90s. You're going to get set pieces. The problem is if you get pieces from last week's content drop, then you got to re-roll it and then you're losing currency there. But just keep in mind, next week 91 overall, so this pack will go up, but also 90s at that point could become a little bit harder to come by. They'll be in these lower cost packs, but this pack will move up to a 91 plus, only guaranteeing brand new cards. So if we, for whatever crazy reason, actually get good cards from this promo next week, that will be the best time to open it up. And then all of the other promos will follow suit with Stars of the Week, whatever replaces Homecoming on Friday, next Friday that is, and then Alumni is the last one to catch up there. But at this point, I would be playing my solos, playing whatever game modes you love playing, whether it's College Overtime, the head-to-head event for this Conference Tour promo, whatever it is, stack up those free packs, stack up that free training, and start preparing now a week early for the overall increase that's coming next Tuesday. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.